usually a tablecloth. Depending on what color your dining room or establishment has, usually it's white. A lot of places are doing black or another color. Just depends. You want to make sure to get your tablecloth the correct way, because there's the sew pattern in it. And you'll see, this is like a pet peeve of some dining room managers. Because see the other side, the nice shiny side? Mm-hmm. So, put your tablecloth on. And then today, we're going to set a table for 4. So that means 4 plates, 4 forks, 4 knives, 4 spoons, right? So you'll start with, the plate is generally a thumb length or an inch from the bottom of the table, okay? There's a nice picture on 747 of the different styles, like a la carte place setting, banquet place setting. This is just a basic setting. So your knife, it'll have a tooth side and a non-tooth side. Knife is always at what side? Does anybody know?
Non-tooth.
Which would be,
The right.
what side of the plate do you think it would go on?
The right.
Door.
The right. So again, thumb length from the edge of the table. All right, what goes next? Fork, knife, spoon. What side's that?
Right. Or the fork is the left.
Left.
My left, your left? All right, left-hand side, right? Correct. Again, same way. 1 inch from the bottom of the table. And then, how many's ever been to a restaurant and they have 2 forks?
Yeah. Yeah.
What is that?
Like a salad fork or something.
Salad fork?
Sometimes we have 3.
Sometimes they have 3, just depending on how many courses. That is a good point.
Yeah.
So you could have like a appetizer course, you could have a salad course, and then you would have the entree. So just depending on how many courses you have would be how the table is set. And that is set off to the left. We work from the outside in, okay? So if you were going to have a dessert, where do you think that that would go?
It comes separately.
Come separately? Could. It could. But it could also go at the top. If you were going to have a soup, it could go at the top.
Can it also come on a plate? Like, soups can have separate plates, right?
Yes. But generally, the dessert course, it's served with it. Right, and then you have different beverages. Water glass,
It's on the top right corner.
top right. What about a wine glass?
Left.
Left? No, everything's
It goes
always
right,
to the right.
diagonally facing out, right? It
What?
like staggers diagonally out.
It depends on your dining room manager, but typically it's served to the top right-hand side. And then your your beverages could be preset, meaning like if you were at a banquet, they would already have your water glass filled. Or just as soon as you were to sit down, the waiter or waitress would come and serve your water. Does anybody know the sides for liquids and for solid food? Have you ever paid attention to that when somebody comes and serves you? No? Typically, liquids are served from the right, especially if the table is freestanding, not like a booth. So typically, right foot forward, right hand, and they're serving the beverage, okay? That's a table for 4, typically. That's if you're going to have a wine course, of course your beverage, and then like coffee service. That's a whole service unto itself. Usually that's not preset. So what would happen with that is the waiter or waitress would come with coffee saucer and coffee cup and have that, they would place it by you, and then they would pour the coffee and serve it with, of course, sugar, creamer, those types of things that you would already need. Does anybody have any questions, comments? Have you been served before? Yes? Was it like a banquet style setting?
No.
No?
It depends on where you go, I guess. But is the salad fork the small one?
Generally, it's smaller. Generally.
And is there any difference in the ones that have like 3? Like, what is it, like tongs?
Sometimes you'll have a seafood course and it'll be a smaller fork. It'll have like 3 prongs in it. But typically, a salad fork will have 4 prongs to it, and a dinner fork will have 5. Yes. And that meaning the prongs, meaning the actual what you eat with. Yeah. Good question. Anybody else? Yes? No?